Hi there, I'm Brittany from Grasple Support. Welcome to Grasple. I'm here today to teach you all the basics you need to know to use Grasple for your STEM course this semester. In this video, we'll walk you through what is Grasple, how to register for your Grasple course, how to navigate Grasple, how to use Grasple's math tool and computer algebra system, or CAS, and finally, additional guidelines to help you and information about where you can find support. So let's get started first with what is Grasple. Grasple is an online learning and study tool for STEM subjects, primarily mathematics and statistics. In Grasple, you can practice subjects that you've learned in class to master them, and use the personalized feedback to help you in areas that you need it most. Now let's show you what that looks like in practice. Before you can start learning on Grasple, you have to be invited to a course by your teacher. You may receive an invitation via a registration email, by accessing an open course link, or via your LMS, such as Brightspace, Moodle, or Canvas. Please check your course documents or ask your instructor to verify which method they'll be using. For instructions on accessing a course via your LMS, please check your course documents as each system is a bit different. For open links and email invitations, the registration process looks like this. After clicking the Register Now button in your email invitation, or when clicking the open course link for the first time, you'll be prompted to create an account or to sign in with an existing one. When registering from an email invitation, make sure the email address you use to create the account is the same as the email address where you received the invitation. If you're from a Dutch university, you can also create an account by going to grasple.com, clicking the Log In button, and then clicking Sign In with your university account. This will link your university account and your Grasple account. Simply choose the university from the list. Please note that you will still need an invitation from your teacher before you are added to your course. This is just one way to create the account, but it does not automatically give you access to the course materials. A couple of things to keep in mind during the registration process. Do not forward your course registration email to another student. It contains a personalized registration link and can lead to you or the other student being locked out of the course or the platform. Do not create a teacher account on grasple.com. This is for teachers and will not give you access to your course. Either create an account after receiving your registration email or via the Surf Connects option. Finally, we at Grasple cannot add you to a course. Only your teacher can perform this action. Therefore, we ask you to please contact your instructor and to check your course documentation if you have any questions or concerns about course registration. Now that you're registered, let's take a tour of the platform. You'll be immediately brought to the overview page of the course you just registered for. If you're in more than one course, you can use the Courses button to navigate between them. You can also bookmark the courses you visit most often. Bookmarked courses will always appear at the top of your course list for easy access. To return to the course overview, you can click the Current Course button. Back in your course overview, you can click on any of the topics. You'll then be brought to an overview page for that topic. These topics may be lessons, meaning they contain informational slides in addition to exercises, or just exercise sets. If you've selected a lesson, you'll have the option to either start the lesson, including the explanatory slides, or start a practice session, which will show you only the exercises, along with a number of other options. On the course overview page, you'll also be able to see your level of mastery for a specific topic. Red means you're missing some key comprehension of the topic. Yellow means you're on your way to mastery, and green means you've fully mastered a subject. Use these indicators to help you focus on your weakest subjects when practicing. Now let's take a look at answering an exercise in Grasple. Type your answer into this box. Grasple gives you the option to use both LaTeX and the buttons that you see surrounding the entry box for complex mathematical notation. Example, you can type \SQRT, use the square root button to create the correct notation. It's very important to use one of these input methods. Grasple will not recognize copy and pasted characters as mathematical notation. So, if you want to use pi, for example, be sure to select it from the Special Characters menu. Or use the LaTeX input. You can also type some special characters such as I for imaginary numbers and E for Euler's number. There are some additional notation rules that are important to know to ensure Grasple recognizes your equations. First, no mixed fractions. Grasple understands them as a whole number multiplied by a fraction. So instead of 1 and 1/2, please use 1.5. Speaking of decimals, please do not use a comma in your notation of non-whole numbers. Use a point instead. To write an absolute value, enclose the expression with vertical bars. You can find trigonometric functions under this button. When using trigonometric functions such as sine, cosine, tangent, and their inverses, remember that all angles must be in radians. Grasple calculates accordingly. To create subscripts and superscripts, you can use LaTeX. If you use an underscore, it will create a subscript. For superscripts, you can hit Shift and the 6 button on your keyboard. To navigate between the superscript and the normal level, simply use the arrows on your keyboard. You can, of course, use the map input buttons the Grasple provides. You can find the superscripts here and the subscripts here. You can insert summations and integrals through the menu, or by typing the LaTeX commands \sum and \int. Some questions may require you to enter a set of vectors. To enter vectors, we use the curly brackets. We can enter then vector script, comma, or subscript 2, etc. Finally, the coolest thing about Grasple is that it can recognize different notations as algebraically equivalent. So for our example question, write equations that equal to 1. One way of doing that is we can go x over x. It's a simple division, and it creates the correct answer. The other possible correct answers appear below. The Grasple system recognizes them all as equal to 1. What happens if I give an incorrect answer? Grasple is designed to give you immediate and actionable feedback so that you can learn from your mistakes. And that's everything you need to know to get started with Grasple. If you have any additional questions, please consult our Help Center by clicking the Help button in the navigation bar of the Grasple platform. We also recommend consulting your course documentation. If you still can't find an answer to your question, Grasple Support is available by clicking the chat icon at the bottom of the screen. However, please note that Grasple Support is not a tutoring service. Therefore, we cannot help you if you're stuck on a question. We are also unable to add you to a course, adjust your grades, change the content of a question, or verify whether your answer is correct. These are all managed by your instructor, and questions should be directed to them instead. Thanks for following along today. Happy Graspling, and good luck with your courses this term.